Boss Hoss demo rig, and behind me are all the demo rides that Boss Hoss are given. Now, if you've never taken the chance to ride a Boss Hoss, these are 8-cylinder Chevy block motorcycles, and I mean they are a monster. They're not hard to handle, but you feel like you're riding a rhinoceros. I mean, you can just slap its tail and the thing's going to go. In fact, I think let's get somebody from Boss Hoss over here and tell us a few things about this bike.
I'm Rad Hunsley with Boss Hoss Cycles. I'm the operations manager with Boss Hoss. Boss Hoss is a V8 motorcycle and trike manufacturer. We've been building the Boss Hoss motorcycle since 1990 in Dyersburg, Tennessee. It's about 80 miles north of Memphis, Tennessee. Today we manufacture the motorcycles and trikes with two different engines. We use the LS3 engine starting in 2009 and the ZZ4 350 Chevrolet engine. The LS3 is a 6.2 liter all aluminum engine like you see here today. It produces about 445 horsepower, and we get an estimated fuel economy of around 24 to 27 miles per gallon on the two-wheeler on the bike. Our bikes all have a 2-speed semi-automatic transmission with a real reverse. We offered basically two chassis configurations for the bikes. We have the what we call the sport model and the standard bike. The standard bike has a 28-inch seat height. The sport model has a 25-inch inseam, which lends itself to a wider variety of riders. You know, we do have both men and women that own a Boss Hoss motorcycle. The trikes, for sure, again with the automatic transmission and the clutch-free ride, lends itself to both the men and women. It's probably, the trike market has been an ever-growing segment in the motorcycle industry, and in the last 2 years it's grown to close to 50% of our production. Probably one of the biggest things is how much does it weigh? You know, the Boss Hoss is a big, intimidating-looking motorcycle. The LS3 model weighs about a little over 1,000 pounds, but it handles really like about a 600-pound motorcycle. It's got a low center of gravity, a lower center of gravity than most of your V-twins, but it also has a wider weight distribution, which makes this thing an ease to ride. And again, very docile. We travel the country, do about 30 events a year, providing test rides, demo rides to willing participants. You just have to be 30 years of age or older with a valid motorcycle license and get on and ride. And in our opinion, the bike pretty much sells itself. Yeah, again, the engines with the cooling system that we have, the engine operating temperature is usually between 165 to 180 degrees, so there really isn't a whole lot more heat dissipation than what you're going to get off of your V-twin on your air-cooled engines. One of the key features to riding the Boss Hoss is this adjustable foot peg. We have, all of our foot pegs are built on a slider, and you have the slider clamp here that allows the foot peg to slide. It's got about 4.5 inches or 4.5 to 5 inches of travel in the peg, so it helps us accommodate a guy with a 7-foot tall guy all the way to a 5-foot tall guy relatively easily. And the key to riding it comfortably is getting a comfortable leg position. So we've built those ergonomics into the machine. Well, the Boss Hoss, again, we don't have a set of 12 paint schemes that you can choose from like a lot of manufacturers. We sell the bike in a configuration to the dealer that allows them to kind of finish or complete the build of the bike. All the bikes and trikes at Boss Hoss are built to a running state. They're all road tested and dyno tested, but in many cases they're unpainted to the final stage, and that allows and kind of adds to the mystique of the Boss Haas. It allows the customer, the dealer, to tailor the bike to the individual customer. So you're pretty hard pressed to find any two Boss Hosses that look alike. And again, it adds to the uniqueness of the Boss Haas motorcycle. We're producing about 400 machines a year, and there's a little over 4,500 Boss Hosses on the road. We are the only V8 motorcycle manufacturer, and probably one of only a dozen or so motorcycle manufacturers that are truly globally approved. You know, we sell our motorcycles in all 50 states in the U.S., and we're approved in Canada and hold a certificate of conformancy for the European Union, which is basically the international standard. The bikes start at $40,000, and in the factory configuration they go as high as $55,000. But again, with the customization, I've heard of dealers, some of the Boss Hosses fetching is into the $100,000 range. So there's a lot of customization that can be done with these bikes, especially with all the different automotive engine configurations and polished engines and things of that nature that can be done to add to the horsepower and the uniqueness of the machines.